Candlesticks show you where price has been. The liquidity heat map shows you where orders are actually waiting. Once you can read it, you can spot the walls, the fake orders, and the levels that actually matter. Alright, so now it's time to take a look at the liquidity heat map. And this right here might look so confusing in the beginning. What are you even looking at? This looks like a mess of a chart. But don't worry, as always, I will try my very best to break this down in super simple terms. First of all, what is a liquidity heat map? Well, this is basically showing where the buy limit and sell limit orders are resting on the chart. So I hope you can see right here, if you look at the image, you can see here by the way, I think this chart is a gold chart right here. But if you look to the left, you can see all of these red right here are sell limit orders. So these are the price levels and where people are currently having their sell orders. Then the green side here are the current buy limit orders. So this is at which levels do people want to buy. And what this map basically show you is they don't only show you here the green and the red how many orders, but they also show the history of orders. So they show you how these limit orders have looked like over time, right? So this is very important. So in other words, the liquidity heat map shows where limit orders stayed long enough to matter. So they tell you, where are the important limit orders that stayed for a long time on the chart, and where are the places where, maybe a limit order appeared just quickly and then got moved away. That is a common, manipulation technique, and so on and so on. So it's very important that this filters out manipulation and things like spoofing and fake orders that get cancelled and leave only the levels with real intent. But now, how do we read this chart? Well, in general terms, they can look a little bit different, but the more sort of bright the zones are, the more significant and the more limit orders we have on the chart. And the darker zones are basically areas of no real interest. So I hope you can see up here you have the scale, and in this chart basically the more yellow it is, the more limit orders we have, and the more dark it is, the less limit orders we have. So you can, for example, see right here is a super interesting example. If you take a look at this part right here, you can see that we had lots and lots of limit orders, and the price actually even went down and tested this level multiple times, failed to break through. But then you can see that the price finally actually ate up the limit orders. You can see the price broke the limit orders, and after that you can see that no limit orders are left. And this is not because people took away their limit orders. In this case, it looks like the price actually ate through the limit orders, and this is usually a strong sell signals. So the price ate up the limit orders and fell. And then you can see what super interesting happened here. You can see that for a brief time we had a lot of sell limit orders right here. You can see the yellow area right here. But then the price managed to eat up this part again, and that led to a strong move to the upside. So this chart type is super interesting to study, and I will not have too much time. We will go a little bit deeper, but I will not have too much time to talk about it in this course. So definitely, guys, let me know down in the comments if you want maybe a full course on diving much deeper into these kind of charts and liquidity. Make sure to let me know. But here, a simple rule is that when the price hits a bright zone and stalls, we usually say that absorption is winning. So for example, when the price stalled here multiple times and bounced, we say that absorption is winning. And you can think about absorption as the sort of defense. In this case, the buyers managed to sort of defend this level, right? It managed to defend it with sort of buying pressure. But when the price zooms through a bright zone and breaks it, like we saw, for example, right here, that means that aggression is winning. The people that are eating from the order book and taking liquidity manage to overcome that defense. But okay, so now I want to take a look at some specific heat map patterns that you need to know about. And I'm talking about things like walls, clouds, withdrawals, flips, and so on and so on. And let's begin here with the liquidity wall. A liquidity wall is a single price level with persistent resting liquidity. So these are basically the strong and bright lines on the chart. So for example, this right here is a liquidity wall. You can see this yellow one all the way here is a liquidity wall. Down here, we have a liquidity wall, and so on and so on. Very simple concept. This is where we have been having lots of limit orders in the past. And if you want to measure these limit orders, you can even look here to the right here and see the total resting liquidity. Next up, we have the stacked walls, or in other words, the liquidity clouds. And this is basically when we have multiple levels of resting liquidity, or in other words, we usually have multiple liquidity walls. And the thicker the cloud, the stronger the sort of absorption zone or defense zone. So for example, one example of a cloud looking structure is right here. You can see this one is not as bright as the liquidity walls, but you can still see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 levels stacked upon each other. And of course, this one would have been even stronger if we had, if this cloud was yellow. But this is still a cloud in my opinion. Right here, you can see that we have some sort of massive cloud, right? Much of buyers. And you can probably find some other small clouds on this chart. The next concept I want to talk about here is liquidity withdrawal. And this is a very important concept to understand. This is when the wall disappears. And this means that the path of least resistance opens and the price can often run through that level fast. So let's see if we can find any liquidity withdrawal. So remember, this right here, remember when the price broke through and ate up this liquidity wall right here, this is not really a liquidity withdrawal because this is a scenario when the price actually ate up the liquidity. The liquidity withdrawal is when we see the liquidity just, disappearing. So for example, a liquidity wall is actually up here. If you look at this part right here, you can see that we have, lots of persistent liquidity. We have lots of sell limit orders resting right here. But then you can see that suddenly at this point right here, the sell orders just disappeared and we have a sort of gap right here between this point and this point. This is a liquidity withdrawal. And what you can notice is that after this withdrawal right here, if we look down, you can actually see that this was when the price dropped down. Maybe this was just a coincidence. Who knows? Coincidence, I think not. Maybe it was just a coincidence. Or maybe the people that had the sell limit orders up there maybe started to, sell at market levels. That is one possible solution. I'm not saying that it's either or the other, but definitely something to pay attention to. And knowing about liquidity withdrawal is definitely important. The next thing I want to talk about is liquidity flip. And this is when a liquidity wall gets broken, but that the price still reacts to that level later. So this is basically, if you know about support and resistance, you know that when we break support, it often flips to become resistance in the future. This is pretty much the same thing, but with liquidity walls. So for example, in this case, we broke the previous liquidity wall right here. So the theory is that this one might flip to sort of act as resistance here in the future. And in this case, yes, we got a small reaction right here, but it wasn't that significant. So in this case, it didn't play out very good. But this is a concept that you can spot many times in the market, and it's good to know about. In this case, it didn't play out super well, but definitely a concept, as I said, to know about. This video was just a very short clip from our full liquidity trading course right here on YouTube. To access the full course, all you need to do is to click or tap on the screen right here. I hope to see you all over there very, very soon.